Nancy Roberts on the Mars matter, and Mr. Morris has set his contempt motion, and my client was merely served.
Say that one more time. Let's get appearances first, and then we can talk about it.
Nancy Roberts for the respondent, Anna Mars.
Konstantin Mars, petitioner.
Okay. And Ms. Mars, you wanted to continue this for what reason?
Anna was not served.
Okay. Mr. Mars?
As far as I know, Ms. Roberts is accepting all serving for respondents. So Ms. Roberts was served, but because there is a motion to disqualify Ms. Roberts for fraud, suspect of bribery of 3 judges of Superior Court, and massive falsifications, Ms. Roberts is avoiding hearings. Therefore, Your Honor, and also taking into account verified written statement of disqualification of you for suspect of bribery, I would kindly request this matter to be transferred to Department 72 to supervising Judge Brooke Blecher, and this case to be transferred from you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So I guess first things first, motions to disqualify are not heard in open court, but even if they were, that's irrelevant for today's purposes. You filed a motion to disqualify, and the court struck the order. So this court is not disqualified at this time. So you were struck and you were served.
Then, Your Honor,
I should say the motion was struck and you were served. So
then, Your Honor, I would kindly request continuance for 3 months until this matter will be heard by Judicial Commission. So let's continue until July. Thank you, Honor.
I'm sorry, what was the reason for the continuance?
The reason is that you are currently investigated and we cannot proceed with you. So I would kindly request continuance until July. Thank you, Honor.
Okay. I don't know what you mean. And without going into it further, any continuance on that basis is denied. So let's get back to service. So what makes you think that Ms. Roberts has agreed to accept service on behalf of Ms. Mars?
I think Ms. Roberts can talk about this.
She's already said
We
no,
cannot,
but that's not true.
Your Honor, we cannot proceed with you. We have personal conflict of interest. And you know it.
Who has a personal conflict of interest?
Your Honor, you have personal conflict of interest with me because I reported you to government officials, presiding judge, and Judicial Commission. We cannot proceed with you. I kindly request you to transfer this case to another department to supervise judge.
So you already made that request in writing. It was filed, it was served, it was reviewed, and I ordered it stricken, and you were served with that order. And that order tells you what your next steps are. And I can just tell you your next steps, hold on. Your next steps are not to appear in court and dictate to the court what can and cannot be heard. So again, you have failed to serve Ms. Mars in your contempt citation. And you should know by now, Ms. Roberts is not accepting service on her behalf. Okay?
Okay.
So, because service is defective, I'm not inclined.
Your Honor, you align. Objection, Your Honor.
Hold on.
Your Honor, you align in the court. I kindly ask you to recuse yourself from this matter. You cannot make any judgments since the very day when verified written statement of your disqualification was served to you. You cannot strike contempt, Your Honor. You are legally obliged to transfer this case to supervising judge, and I would appreciate your compliance. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. So I want to make sure that we're not mixing up terms. So when I was referring to the order to strike, it was referring to your motion to disqualify the court. And that was ordered stricken, and it has been stricken. I was not talking about contempt. That issue is over, and we're not going to return to it. The next issue is your contempt citation. So you have alleged contempt from an order of this court, but you have failed to serve the party. Okay? So that is going to go off calendar. I'm not going to continue it.
Objection, Your Honor. You do not have jurisdiction to take it off calendar. You took from calendar trial. You took from calendar mandatory statement conference. You are abusing your judicial power to falsify court records and manipulate court proceedings. I kindly request you to recuse yourself immediately from this hearing. Your Honor, this case must be transferred to another department. It cannot be heard by you. Thank you, Your Honor.
So all of those requests are denied. They're denied for the reasons already stated. And your contempt is going to go off calendar without prejudice, and you are free to refile it and then do proper service on it. Okay?
Not okay, Your Honor. You cannot strike it from calendar. You are abusing judicial power, and you are currently suspect for bribery, Your Honor. I kindly request you to transfer this matter to supervising judge, and much appreciate your cooperation. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. So all those requests are denied again, and they're not going to be heard again. So this case will go off calendar, and thank you everyone for coming to court today. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.